Everyone, first of all, I think it's the best thing to do is to welcome our Party Poker 2019 Mosconi Cup champions, Team USA. Any way you want. MVP.
Oh, I'm not next to you? I'll sit next to Skylar.
It was all about repeat or revenge, everyone, and it certainly was repeat for this year. Let's start off with our MVP this year, Skylar Woodward, two-time MVP of the Mosconi Cup. Tell us how that feels.
Shit, feels great. Feels great.
You have an automatic spot onto the Whirlpool Masters, the 26th to the 29th of March.
Yeah, you told me I couldn't have a spot, so I had to earn it.
You definitely have to earn it. So you're going to be alongside Shane for the Whirlpool Masters. What's it like being out there 4 days? You get into an extra tournament now. How are you feeling?
It's amazing just to be invited to those events, to Mosconi Cup. Just to go to big events really with Shane, because I always looked up to him. So it's great to be able to play the same big events as him and get invited everywhere.
Justin, you've obviously played on the Mosconi before, but this is your first win for Team USA. How are you feeling?
Oh, I can't even describe it. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't get to play today, but I'm glad. I was ready, but I'm just glad we won.
When I went into the practice room to come and grab you, you weren't even watching the TV, were you? Because I had to come and call you.
I had faith in him. I thought he was going to win, but I was ready. Yeah.
I guess you're going to sit there.
Billy, this is the second time you've won the Mosconi Cup. The opening match against Jason Shaw, what was that like?
Oh man, I knew I had to bring my A game, that's for sure. So I went to bed last night just constantly thinking about it, and I was coming out there to kick his ass, baby.
The crowd seemed very much on your side. Does that make you even more nervous, or does that pump you up further?
Oh, I got to relieve some of this energy. I'm definitely full of energy, and I want everybody to be involved with us and supporting us. And I'm tired of hearing Europe's crowd always so loud. I want us to be loud.
Shane, how is this different from last year?
I don't think there's much difference. I mean, it was pretty much the same team chemistry. We got Johan on board, and I can say that without Johan, we probably wouldn't win. So.
You've always been the king, and there's been talk this week that Josh Filler stole that crown from you. Any words?
I knew he's going to be a tough player. He's been on a roll for the last couple of years, getting the finals in all the major tournaments. I mean, he's pretty much unstoppable. But, even though I lost, it's a great experience to play against him. I can say that.
Tyler, felt like a bit of a rough day for you. How was it feeling coming into day 4?
Yeah, absolutely. I never got comfortable from the start. Day 1, Kachi played really well to start, and then thankfully Shane and Justin's cue ball were good enough to keep me in line during the doubles, because my confidence was way down this week. I'll tell you that. I'll be dead honest. And then it just kind of carried into today. So Skylar, you played great. Billy, that shot out of the jaws of the pocket was probably the shot of the tournament against Jason. You cut that ball up there.
Team event.
Yeah. So this is a great team, and we all gelled together so well. So it was a great day.
Any questions from the floor? Mike?
Sky, Tyler said that he woke up this morning, you told him that he woke up in dead stroke. What was your mindset when you got up this morning? You knew you saw Josh on the other end of it. Josh had lost 1 game and 3 singles matches, pretty much running people over.
Yeah, last night when Johan told me I was 4th, I had a good feeling that's where they were putting Josh anyway. So kind of just started last night. I stayed up a little later and slept in longer. So I didn't get down here till right when we was starting. And I don't know. I felt really good today. I knew even if we're not on the hill yet, if I beat him, I feel like it kind of drops their confidence because he was the man to beat on their team for sure. Yeah, I mean, I said to my team from the get-go, from day one, I said I want to play Josh, and I said last night for sure. I said I want Josh tomorrow for sure. That's all I wanted to win.
Hell yeah.
Me? Thank you. Yeah, Corey's a friend of mine, but if he ever wanted to play some, he knows where I'm at.
Didn't expect that answer.
2 years running, and you took our captain 2 years. If you took Mark Williams now, and we kept Johan, where would you be at?
Firstly, Mark Williams is a snooker player, so would you like to rephrase? Sorry.
I'll take over this question.
Okay.
This is for Johan. Johan, we have now obviously won 2 years in a row now. We are no longer the underdog, right?
Nope.
I mean, how do you address this team going forward, no longer as the underdog? How do you prepare them?
Well, to be honest, in the media, especially in the American media, social media, I heard a lot of people that kind of put us up like the favorites. So I think the pressure was already there. It will be not different next year. But I think the biggest change is that now there's young players in, and you have to play with a lot of heart. This morning, when we had to make, or actually last evening, we had to make the lineup. We were talking about what Europe was going to do, and we didn't really want to, start doing tactical things. I knew that Skyler wanted to play Joshua, and we just wanted to come out as to really beat them instead of being a little bit tactical with the lineup. We just wanted to beat them badly this day. It's Thanksgiving, so we wanted to give you all a little present.
Jay?
I have a simple question for you. 3P?
Sorry?
3P?
3P.
Oh, for sure. It's happening.
Now that's going to be great. Coming to England again next year, okay? You're going to be up for a big fight next year. Or are you going to choose to get this over early?
I think let's not get ahead of ourselves. These guys haven't even made next teams yet. So, next question.
Wow.
Working the system for matchups, getting Shane out there as many times, Shane Sky out there as many times as you did. It seemed like you really outcoached Marcus from the strategy standpoint. How were you planning that ahead of time? My second question is, I'm going to put you on the spot and say your answer to the coach again next year.
First question. First of all, it's not only me, Jeremy and we talk a lot about these things. It's not an easy system that Matchroom puts out. It becomes more and more difficult each year, Emily. So it becomes more and more difficult each year. So now with the fan choice, that replaces another match that we can actually pick. So, but it's quite obvious in America that Shane would be the player there. We got an extra single in this schedule, so obviously I put in Shane there because he's still our sledgehammer. I mean, last year, when I got home, I told my son, or actually my son told me, Team Europe doesn't have a coach, they have a mascot. And I thought that was a funny remark, by the way. But this year, I saw Marcus going around, and I think that he's learned a lot, and he's actually now a better coach than last year. So he did much better. But you know, we have the experience. We know how to work with the system, and I think we brought the correct lineups. Real strong second and third day, and in the end, the singles have to finish it off. And these guys did great. The last day, you can never tell what's going to happen. So it's all up to them, and great job done. Second question. It feels more or less like I had a 3-year plan, making it tight the first year, then win it the second year, and then prolong it in the third year. And I think the circle's round for me. It wouldn't surprise me, unless something really dramatically happens, that I will kind of leave it now to the Americans again and see what comes up. I think, you know, unless there's something really urgent, I think my job is more or less finished here. I'll leave it to the Americans.
So, for any of the players, what's your thought on hearing him say that?
Johan was a great coach, you know. He is a great coach, but I mean, if something dramatic happens, hopefully he comes back next year and we'll all kick some more ass together.
I got a question for Billy. Billy, I think you've definitely adapted the role of the hype man for the U.S. as well as congratulations on a big win against Jason.
Thank you.
How much of that hype and getting the U.S. crowd is natural, and how much of it do you just feel like you need to play that part?
Man, I just get like an urge in my body just to get up, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel like an urge to get up, and then all of a sudden I'm just pumping everybody up. So yeah, it's awesome, man, and keep it up, baby. That's what we need. We need that, you know, and especially like before they're about to break is when I'm hopping up, you know. I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it done. So I don't know.
Runs in the family.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it runs in the family. My dad was going wild. He might have been more wild than I was. I got them VIP for a reason, right?
Billy, do you feel like the USA had a chance from the beginning of Europe when Skyler went up to break?
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's for sure. I knew that we always have a chance, and shit, I think we're favorites now, to be completely honest. There ain't nobody, I don't care how good they are, it doesn't matter how good they are and all the results all year round. This team right here is built for race to fives, baby.
Mike, last question.
Shane, you've played in 13 of these now, completely different the last 2 years than it was before. You seem to be very frustrated in previous years. Team camaraderie maybe wasn't what you wanted to be, the performance wasn't. How different is it for you now, and how much more do you look forward to it now?
He's winning!
I'm actually looking forward for, in the future. I mean, you can't say no to, if you get an invite to Mosconi Cup. It's just, but it's a big relief over the last 10 years. So, losing streak for 9 years is just a pretty big disappointment. So, hats off to Johan to be one of the good coaches out there. So, and looking forward to the future.
I think it's full credit to this team here. Is obviously 5 individuals as well as Johan and Jeremy, great coaches. And I think it's been a fantastic year this year, and it's very safe to say that Team USA are now completely competitive in this tournament, and moving forward there's things like qualification, and hopefully we can look into the same lines of how Europe put their team together as well. So very exciting. 1st to the 4th of December next year in London at Alexandra Palace. It will be 3,000 capacity and we will sell out. So thank you everyone, and well done to the team.
Thank you.